Do you feel that cultural diversity is a positive or negative aspect?
It can be both. It can be used to enrich everyday society and establishment. At the same time, it can be inductive to the creation of prejudice.
How can cultural diversity be expanded?
I believe educational facilities should more reach out and teach about culture and other related topics.
Do you think perspective taking is different globally and why?
Perspectives do vary across the world depending on nationality or even things as simple as local culture.
Is it possible to form a different perspective?
Of course.
What responsibilities could you fulfill globally that benefit the environment, economics, or socially?
There are multiple things one could do. One could advocate for particular environmental necessities that need to be performed, as well as carry out such fulfillments themselves while promoting and supporting their local society and partaking in whatever positive impacts they can implement upon their institutions.
How can you be more globally aware?
You could better inform oneself with various different news accounts from multiple different perspectives from accredited sources.
How do you think being globally aware can help society?
It gives people a better perspective as to what's going on and how they can improve it if it's an unsatisfactory condition.
Do you think learning new languages will help people become more globally aware?
It can be a way of becoming more globally aware by giving one contact with a greater breadth of different people.
Will currency change if society becomes more cohesive?
Currency most likely would implement some change, yes, ideally for the better.
Do you think that wealthier nations have an obligation to help other nations that are not well off?
Without doubt.
Do you think technology and social media help promote cultural diversity?
It could be used for good or bad. Sometimes you could help fix any misunderstandings about particular cultures, but at the same time, the same thing could be done to ravage a certain society's reputation.
What is your favorite food from another country and why?
Shepherd's pie. Why? It's a just everything I love in food is all composed into one cute little bundle of deliciousness. You got your starch, you got your vegetables, you got your savory stuff, all on a wicked good buttery flaky crust. Oh yeah.
How would you go about decreasing the use of stereotypes in everyday conversations?
Try to include oneself in a greater amount. Try to partake in interactions with a greater number of diverse individuals. So that way you are less likely to form any stereotypes against any particular individual or individual class.
How would you implement global learning into all subjects such as math, science, and art?
Perhaps delve into the histories of those subjects, such as who originated them, where they came from, how they came to be what they are in modern times.
Do you think violence is needed to achieve justice at a global level?
It should never be desired, and it is only in utmost extreme situations with no other choice that violence should ever be used.
How would you help achieve one of the sustainable development goals such as ending poverty?
Ends capitalism. Break free of your chains.
What is one holiday that you would be interested in learning about?
You know what? I would love to learn more about Diwali, the holiday of light in Hindu cultures.
How would learning about other cultures help you in your career?
Could give you greater reference points or a greater group and a greater outreach of people to contact or make engagements with.
Do you participate in global learning activities such as after-school clubs?
A lot of clubs. I'm not sure. I'm sure some of them are culture related. I've partaken in events on campus that pertain to cultural diversity and other such topics.
If globalization means cultures, beliefs, values, and lifestyles of people are being homogenized, is that a good thing?
is happening at such a slow rate, I highly doubt it could ever entirely take place. But in the case that it does, I'm not sure how I feel it could. I mean, if everyone is homogenized, then it would likely reduce prejudice and other such things off at the same time. Diversity is pleasant to have in society, so it all varies. I'm sure there will always be some deviances between different cultures.